This man's useless, so I'm gonna fire him today." Mr. Thompson's insulting words echoed throughout the office, even though the CEO from the Spain HQ was standing right there. The coworkers who happened to be there just looked at Mr. Thompson with a "here we go again" kind of look. Seems like Mr. Thompson can't stand that I, being older than him, joined a company mid-career and am working as a team leader. He's always picking fights with me. So, this kind of thing's just par for the course. But no matter what Mr. Thompson says to me, I'm confident in my skills. Whatever he says, I'm not gonna give in to Mr. Thompson. I've been thinking that if I keep at it, someone's bound to recognize me someday. That's how I've been working all this time. But now it's finally time for Mr. Thompson to pay the piper. When my true identity's revealed, Mr. Thompson's gonna regret how he's been acting all this time. My name's Kevin, and I'm 51 years old. Right now, I'm living with my wife, Tina, who's the same age as me. I was born into a poor family, so I started working after junior high. I met Tina at a hospital, just before turning 30, as my new chapter of life begun. I became seriously ill and had to be hospitalized. Tina was a nurse assigned to me, and she had the heart of a true professional. Tina's got big eyes, and anyone can see she's a beauty. It didn't take long for me to fall for Tina. By that time, both my parents had passed away, and I was in the hospital alone, with no one to look after me. Tina patiently listened to me and talked with me. Before I knew it, I was asking her out with marriage in mind. Tina, though surprised, agreed to be friends first, and that's how we became pals. After that, I had several surgeries and was able to leave the hospital with no complications. Somehow, Tina and I started dating, and we quickly decided to tie the knot. Even after we got married, Tina was just as kind to me, always taking care of me. Thanks to that, I could focus on my work and live a fulfilling life every day. We weren't blessed with kids, but we were plenty happy. So here I am at 51, deciding to change jobs. I hope your new workplace is good too. Don't overdo it, okay? Tina looked worried as she handed me a homemade lunch. Since we got married, Tina's never forgotten to make me packed lunch, not even once. It's a nutritious lunch, well thought out so that I, with my weak constitution, can efficiently get my nutrients. Thanks. I know. I'll be fine. Don't you worry. I said that to reassure the worried Tina, but she still looked at me with concern. Honey, when you get into something, you forget everything else around you. That's why I'm worried. Make sure you take breaks while working. Tina said that, waving at me until I was out of sight. I gotta work hard for Tina's sake too. Thinking that, I headed off to my first day at the new job. The new workplace is a stone's throw from my old one, but the company size is totally different. Incorporation, where I'm starting work from today, is a global company with 5,000 employees in its own building. That building gave off a vibe like a fancy hotel. Feeling nervous, I stepped into my assigned department in the building. Inside, it's clean, and everyone's working in casual clothes. The company has a unique dress code. Wearing business suits is a big no-no in this workplace. So, there's no one wearing a suit. I, who only had suits, came to work in casual clothes picked out by Tina. When I entered the office, a man approached me and started staring at me. The man looked a bit younger than me, with a face that screamed I'm good at my job. I didn't know who this man was, but I quickly introduced myself. Nice to meet you. I'm Kevin, starting here today. I look forward to working with you. When I looked up at the man, he seemed surprised to see me. Then he said something shocking. You're Kevin, the mid-career recruit starting today. No way. I was confused why he was so surprised, but I'd soon find out why. Mr. Thompson looked me up and down before saying, You look older than me, but can you really work with the other employees? By the way, I'm Director Thompson of this department. I'm 40 and the youngest director this department's ever had. How old are you anyway? I see. So this man is Director Thompson of this department. Before joining M Corporation, I'd heard rumors about a tough-to-deal-with but highly capable director in the IT department. So I knew about Mr. Thompson, but I'd never met him and didn't know his face. I never imagined I'd be asked my age right after meeting someone. I nervously told him my age. I'm 51 this year. When I said that, Mr. Thompson dropped the papers he was holding. As he picked them up, He looked at me in disbelief. 51. Unbelievable. You must be some kind of highly educated elite, right? No, I started working after junior high, so I don't have much education. Junior high. Corporation's hiring standards are college graduates and up. Did you cheat your way into this company? Mr. Thompson started saying whatever he wanted. I don't understand why he's so hung up on age and education. Shocked, I couldn't find the words to respond and fell silent. Meanwhile, he staggered back to his desk. Was it really that surprising? I questioned myself, wondering if it was wrong to change my career path at 51 without higher education. As I stood there dumbfounded, a kind-looking woman approached and spoke to me. Nice to meet you. I'm Harris. I'll show you to your desk, Kevin. Unlike Mr. Thompson, Ms. Harris was kind to me. The difference was like night and day. As she guided me to my desk, Ms. Harris whispered, "Don't mind what Mr. Thompson says. He's always like that, looking down on people beneath him. Several employees have quit because of him, you know." I couldn't believe my ears. I realized Mr. Thompson was such an intense director that he'd made several employees quit. But at the time, I believed that if I worked hard and produced results, Mr. Thompson would eventually recognize me. Then I organized my things at my desk. So this is where I'll be working from now on, huh? As I was thinking that, Mr. Thompson approached my desk carrying a stack of papers. He placed them on my desk and said something shocking. "Hey, summarize these papers and bring them to me by the end of today." I was surprised when I saw the papers. It was too much to finish in one day. Is he serious? Thinking that, I looked at his face to see a nasty smile. He probably wants to see what I can do. Understood. I'll finish it by the end of today. When I said that, Mr. Thompson laughed at me loudly enough for the whole office to hear. "This should be a piece of cake for you, right? If you can't finish it today, you'll be out of this office. I'll endorse you for the janitorial position." With these words, I understood that he was trying to set